Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's the one and only Kyrie up next, man. Back in the bang reaction video. But, hey, I just want to get this out the way. We're going to roll to 100 subscribers, man. We're 5 subscribers away, man. But if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. I'll wait. You subscribe? All right, bet. Thank you, bro. Thank you. You're helping out a cause. But, hey, let's get into the video, man. All right.
I'm finna pull up to a gas station and post the Addy on my story. If you wanna pull up and kill me, it's the time to do it. If you want,
Nigga, what?
Will 3 Uzi says, grooming like face with raised eyebrow.
How do we start up a video like that? Dropping your location and tell him to come kill you. What? Man, he tripping, bro. He tripping, bro. He must be on some type of drugs, man. He tripping.
Lil 3 Uzi says, very interesting.
I'm gonna overdose tonight and I'm just joking.
How can you joke like that and say you're gonna overdose and try to kill yourself? He's not.
J-Bimmovink says,
what?
That is crazy.
What are you talking about? That's crazy, cause like what? Damn, nigga. Bro. Let me show on the scale.
I'm not gonna actually do that.
On May 5th, 2025,
wifiskeleton,
also
face with
known
tears
as
of joy,
Cyrus,
face
passed
with
away
tears
to a
of joy.
drug overdose. A tragic end to his rather interesting life. Behind the YouTube success and street drug overdose. 25, wifiskeleton, also known as Cyrus, passed away to a drug overdose.
Nigga, what? He was that determined to kill himself. Wait, pause. Commit. I don't even know how to clarify this, man, and make it sound better. But that is crazy, gang. Okay, if you're dealing with like this type of stuff, bro, not do that. Just don't do that, bro. That's not a good way to like end yourself. That's not a good way to. That's not a good way in general. Live your life, gang.
Tragic end to his rather interesting life. Behind the YouTube success and streaming milestones was a young artist caught in a storm of identity shifts, allegations, and emotional
all the black
weight
monkeys
displayed
kill
through his
themselves.
music. The fame that had once lifted him up slowly became a burden. The shift from comedy.
You was a Juice WRLD fan? Man, W Juice WRLD fan, gang. When we all.
To music wasn't just a change in career, it was an escape. But even in the freedom of melody and lyrics, the demons that he
had 25,000 on SoundCloud. I'm assuming that's SoundCloud.
Dealt with never truly silenced. So today we'll take a look at the cautionary tale of wifiskeleton. Dominate TikTok and streaming charts, didn't always live in a world of echoing 808s and emotional soundscapes. Before the stage name, before the millions of streams, and long before the viral fame, there was Cyrus. Born as a YouTuber, commanded attention online in an entirely different way. At just 14 years old, Cyrus launched himself into the chaotic orbit of YouTube commentary. It was 2018 and the digital throne once held by Leafy is here sat empty after the platform shakeup. That absence left a void to fill and Cyrus, armed with gameplay footage and fast cuts edits, filled it with the raw, unfiltered voice that hit home for countless viewers that were looking for something new. Within a year, still only 14, he crossed the unfathomable milestone of 1 million subscribers.
He got 1 million subscribers. He got 1 million subscribers at 14. Where my 1 million at? I need my 1 million subscribers. I'm trying to blow up and stuff, you know? Trying to get famous.
First, I just want to go ahead and say thanks for all the support in yesterday's video. We got like an entire 30,000.
Like he do drugs too.
Likes in one day, and that's actually crazy.
1 million people watching this kid that barely knows how to drive. By 2019, he was a mainstay of the commentary world, racking up views.
Am I supposed to do commentary videos now? Is that the move? It's looking like the move, ain't it? That's the move, right?
Views, praise, and influence.
Yo, what's up, guys? Ching Chong Bing Bong Black Guy here, and basically today I'm just going.
Ching Chong Black Son here. Wait.
To deny all the rumors. I'm sadly not Leafy's here. Unless if Leafy just found some random black guy to like do this face reveal and he's just voicing over.
What did he say? Lil 3 Uzi says, sound like a dumb ba.
This, I'm not Leafy.
He might be.
J-Bimmovink says,
I'm sorry.
he is hot.
You're really close. Anyways, yeah, what's up, guys? It's Cyrus and a 15-year-old black kid, you know, fresh out of Harlem.
But unfortunately for Cyrus, shit wouldn't be sweet for long. As soon as he started to involve himself with certain communities and people online, things would take a little bit of a turn.
Says, what 15?
On January 24th, 2023, Cyrus released a video titled, quote, "I hurt a lot of people," end quote, in which he publicly addressed and took accountability for a series of harmful behaviors. In the video, Cyrus admitted to having emotionally manipulated and cheated on multiple individuals, primarily.
Damn, nigga. You a pimp before a pimp. What the? Cheating on multiple individuals? Damn. Well, you going out bad, boy. You going outside. Not going, that's crazy.
Primarily women he had interacted with on Discord. He acknowledged that much.
Discord? Discord?
Lil 3 Uzi says, great resume.
Discord? That's not a great resume, by the way.
Lil
His
3
conduct
Uzi
stemmed
says,
from a
I'd
deep
hire
need
him.
for self-validation,
Hire him for what? What would you hire him for?
which he pursued at the expense of others' well-being. Cyrus expressed remorse for the pain he had caused, describing his actions as emotionally abusive and deeply regrettable. He emphasized that his behavior was not isolated to a single incident,
Lil
but part of a
3 Uzi
broader
says,
pattern, and stated his
loyalty
intention to seek professional help through therapy in order to begin making meaningful changes in his life.
I'm going to start this by being as blunt as I can. I've been fucking up for a really long time, and
Lil
I've been
3 Uzi
hurting a
says,
lot of
and he'll
people,
get
especially a
$5.
lot of women on the internet. And
what would $5 do? $5? You will hire him and give him a job for $5? $5? No offense though.
I just can't keep going on receiving all this positive support and
Lil 3
pretending
Uzi
like
says,
everything is
"Get bro
fine,
half a
daily
gram."
uploading like I'm not fucking
Get bro half a pound.
up every day. I just want to be completely honest with you guys, as I've been being honest with all of the girls that I had basically led on and hurt for so long. I've grown up on the internet for just about my entire life, and
No facts. Me too, man. Me too. I started this YouTube channel when I was like 12, 13, 14. I basically grew up on the internet too, man. I can relate. But the shit you doing, I can't relate to. But that I can relate to though. That I can relate to.
every single phase
Javen
I've gone
Moving
through,
says,
every
"Stop the
single
build cap."
negative part of me.
What cap? You can go back to my old channel. And
Lil
see
3 Uzi says, I've been on YT since 1642.
1642. Nigga, you'll be dead right now, man. 1642.
That I've gone through, other people have had to experience on
Javen
here,
Moving
and it's a
says,
lot easier
"Yes,
to mask
sir."
in a 10-minute video
Yes, sir. I know your balls wrinkly as hell.
than it is with people that I talk to every single day of my life. So a lot of you have absolutely no clue on what I'm about to say, and I'm just going to go ahead and say it,
"Yes,
man.
King."
For the last,
Yes, King.
I'm not even sure how many years that I've been on the internet, since I was probably around 15, 14.
That's reasonable, though.
Lil 3 Uzi says, I was chillin' with dog George Washington when he was a lil jit.
You was not chilling with George Washington, gang. Not chilling with George Washington.
I've been lying to a lot of females and flirting with a lot of females, and I
Ooh. That boy is him. That boy is him.
didn't ever understand the weight of it, as it was through the internet.
Lil
I thought
3
that
Uzi
they would
says
just talk
he
to
like
guys in
that.
real life, or that
Fast, man. That's my inspiration. No, I'm playing. I'm trolling. Only want one female, man. Only one female.
it wouldn't really affect them, but it does. These are real people with real feelings, and I've had to understand that these were people
Lil
that
3
really
Uzi
cared
says,
about me and
"Not
really
you, not
trusted
trolling."
me, and I completely broke
Javen
that.
Moving says, stop th lying.
Bro, okay. That's crazy. First of all, chill.
With so many
Lil 3
different
Uzi
girls,
says,
and it's
"Great
horrible. I was
inspiration."
on the internet being a cocky, arrogant cunt, thinking that I was just some fucking, what's the word? Thinking that I was just like getting all these girls, man.
Javen
But
Moving
I was
says,
just hurting
FR.
them. They were all thinking that they had met the one. They were all thinking that we were going to have a life together and shit. And that just wasn't true. It has led to me hurting a lot of people, man. And some of those people even being younger than me. Some are saying that one of the girls was like 12, but
Lil
I
3
just want to
Uzi
go ahead and
says,
say
"Look
that's
at Curry
not
Man
the girl's
smiling
age at
face with
all.
tear."
But I even heard a girl that was 3 years younger than me, and it was so fucked, man. Like, it's so fucked up. I can't keep getting positive support. I can't keep reading all these lovely comments. It's fucked, man. Like, I really need to be off of the internet. I really need to go get help, and I need to stop hurting people. So that's what I'm going to be doing as of today, everybody. You will not see me around for a good long while, as I really want to get help. I want to stop lying to people, and I want to stop hurting people. I can never undo any of the things that I've ever done to anybody.
Lil 3 Uzi
I'm
says,
so
he trying to pull a Kanye.
I ain't gonna lie. Hey, I don't mess with Kanye like that. But I ain't gonna lie, he's taking a right step in the right direction, bro. Getting off the internet trying to better yourself is the best thing you could possibly do. Even though what he did was bad, he's still trying to turn into a better person. That's like reasonable.
I'm so sorry to anybody that ever felt like we'd have a life or a future together. I fucked up. I should have never led you on. I should have.
And also, he's taking accountability. Accountability, that's a good thing.
Never lied. I should have never even flirted with you in the first place. It was stupid.
He then posted this on community notes.
Okay, thank you to those who also watched the videos I posted this morning, opening up about my actions. But please stop defending me and give me benefits of doubt. But I'm gonna be gone for a while, so I can really change and hold myself accountable. I don't plan to ever lead a girl on again. I'm so sorry to anyone I've hurt. Seriously.
Thank you to those of you who watched the video I posted this morning opening up about my actions. But please stop defending me and giving me benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna be gone for a while so I can really change and hold myself accountable. I don't plan to ever lead a girl on again. I'm so sorry to anyone I've hurt seriously. It's crucial to acknowledge that many of the incidents Cyrus referenced in his apology took place while...
Hold up, why are you talking about Kanye, gang? Hey, why are you talking about Kanye, man? What are you talking about? Hey, I don't want to hear nothing about no Kanye West or nothing.
While he was still a minor, specifically around the age of 16. While this detail does not absolve him of responsibility or serve as a justification for his behavior, it does offer important context regarding his level of emotional maturity and judgment at the time. Recognizing his age during these events is not meant to diminish the harm, but rather to contribute to fuller understanding the situation. However, the controversy did not end with this video. Just one day later, on January 25th, 2023, additional allegations surfaced. A young woman on
additional. I ain't gonna lie, bro. This mother look like the Epstein. Alright, let me chill. I don't wanna get packed up real quick. Let me chill.
TikTok publicly accused Cyrus of being abusive, further complicating the narrative and added more layers to the already unfolding situation. The post reads, "I don't care, I'll say his name now since everyone from his little Discord crew is here to hate on me. Cyrus is an abusive weirdo piece of shit who needs some serious effing help. I've got all of his exes in my DMs telling me they experienced the same shit as me. If you are one of his e-girls here to hate on me, literally run away from that man."
E-girls? So it's multiple? Yeah, I'm not an idiot.
One of the main concerns with the situation is the lack of clarity surrounding this specific allegation. The initial accusation was...
Alright. We just got a Tristan mention. We just got a Tristan mention. Oh my god. Yo.
Presented in a vague and really non-specific manner, offering very little concrete detail about the nature of the supposed abuse. The ambiguity did make it difficult for the public to fully grasp what had occurred or to understand the severity of the claims, but however, shortly after this accusation was made, an individual on Twitter known as Hello...
Hold up, clip it for me. So I can, and then send it to me. Well, actually, just clip it for me and then I can just get off my stream.
Indigo, who had previously been involved with Cyrus romantically. Nigga, we need to get off Discord. Discord is gonna be the end of niggas, bro. Jobs, bro. Jobs. And was also among the people he had cheated on.
Wait, hold up. I didn't read the bio at first. I did not read the bio at first. Let me see the bio.
End of niggas, bro. Jobs, bro. Jobs. And was also
gym rat, history nerd, kindergarten teacher. Yeah, ain't gonna lie. Bro, he might turn into a pedophile, man. Kindergarten teacher. She teaches little kids. He might turn into a pedophile. That nigga's cooked. If he does, bro.
Also among the people he had cheated on. Came forward with additional allegations.
He cheated on her? That nigga tripping,
They posted an extensive statement using TwitLonger dramatically titled "Cyrus is a huge piece of shit, surprise." In this post, Indigo disclosed that the wrongdoings that Cyrus had publicly apologized for on his video were only the tip of the iceberg. According to Indigo, the public apology Cyrus released was nothing more than just a calculated design to smooth things over temporarily. Cyrus most likely thought that if he came out first with a response, then it would alleviate anything else that would come out. The TwitLonger went on to describe how Cyrus had downplayed the severity of his actions, implying that the situation behind the scenes was far worse than he had led his audience to believe. Indigo wrote, "In early 2020, right before COVID, Cyrus made advances towards me. I was 15, he was 17, and I was..."
Damn, nigga, you going for the little, not even a little kid, the teenager. But you're still a minor gang, but like, you finna hit the big 1-8. Where stuff get real. Where they arrest people, but hidden, well, actually, I don't know. Some states is different. The legal age sometimes it be different in different states, but Texas and shit.
Was simply excited to have someone into me. I played along and gave in to his odd habits. For example, he would try to sing lullabies to me, and apparently other...
Nigga, is she a baby? What we singing? What we singing lullabies for? And apparently other women he was involved with. Gang, if you want to be a father,
Lil 3 Uzi says, that's why they love Japan.
Japan gotta do anything. But if you want to be a father that bad, bro, just start a family, gang. I know you're 17 and all, but like, start a family. If you want to sing lullabies to kids, bro. 15-year-old teenage. It's crazy as hell.
Women he was involved with. He would talk in a baby voice and suck his
Lil
thumb
3
when
Uzi
upset.
says,
Yo,
look up the consent age in Japan.
I'll be looking up after this. What the? He would talk in a baby voice and suck his thumb when he's upset. He mad multiple, nigga? Delusion that led me and his close friends into believing he was and probably is a schizophrenic. I would thought the same thing if that nigga. He would be talking in a baby voice and suck his thumb. I don't think that nigga is schizophrenic too.
He had multiple delusions that led me and his close friends into believing he was and probably is schizophrenic. He swore up and down he had a daughter who he acknowledged was imaginary, but he talked to her while on Discord calls with me. He also fully believed and defended that he was an angel sent from God who had made a deal with the devil for YouTube fame.
Oh my God. The nigga's off of per 30.
Lil 3 Uzi says, face with raised eyebrow.
He fully believed and defended that he was an angel sent from God who had made a deal with the devil for YouTube fame, though a blood pact when he was 13. Hey, I understand. I understand why parents don't let kids have phones around this age. He gonna end up like this nigga, bro. What the fuck is this,
Lil
man?
3 Uzi says, I need the ZA he smoked.
Yeah, I do too. What is he talking about, gang?
Through a blood pact when he was 13. This led to a huge fight between us because I was concerned for his well-being. This doesn't end here though. Over the 3 years that he has been with his girlfriend, he has had dozens of online parties, which I can confidently say all of them were once his fans / looked up to him. Nah, bro is the Discord Diddy, bro. It's over. He would integrate underage fans from his Discord servers into private calls and other servers and work them for months, building trust before making advancements and asking for sexual favors.
Yo! Is he basically working at what the fuck is Slet?
Lil 3 Uzi says, I support R. Kelly more than him ADP.
Yeah, you just get fucking locked up. What the hell do you mean you support R. Kelly more than him? What that mean? They still both did bad things, but he's basically running a sex slave shop, bro. Basically.
And nudes. They painting this man out to be the Discord Diddy, man.
Lil
He's the
3 Uzi
Discord
says,
diddler.
actually,
These screenshots
I
were also
prefer Diddy.
Alright, bro. You got it, bro.
provided, but mind you, they could be fake or not. All of this still remains alleged, and to be honest, it's not really a big deal. I mean, she was 15, he was 17. I mean, do we really care about this one? All we can really take from the Indigo post is that she was backing up the claims of him talking to underage girls. A set of leaked direct messages began circulating online. These messages appeared to show someone confronting Cyrus with accusations of inappropriate behavior involving minors, specifically labeling him as a pedophile. Rather than explicitly denying the claims, the individual...
What's wrong with that?
Yo, okay. If you believe anything he said on his YouTube post, you are naive and delusional. This is not the first time he manipulated a situation and admitted his mistakes. He admitted consistently he has been for over 5 years, but never do anything at all to change it.
And the messages responded with an apology, which only further raised the suspicion. However, it is important to note that the authenticity of these messages has never really been directly proven. There was no confirmation that the messages were actually sent by Cyrus himself, leaving their legitimacy in question and added another layer of uncertainty to this controversy, at least at the time. Following the earlier accusations, an audio recording surfaced that significantly escalated the situation. The clip featured a phone conversation between Cyrus and another individual, during which he admitted to speaking inappropriately to someone named Cherry, who was notably younger than him. In the recording, Cyrus expresses regret for the way he communicated with her, acknowledging that his behavior was completely unacceptable.
I didn't know how to talk to you and confront everything. And I want to try to right now.
Okay, I want to do that.
Like,
I want to try. Yeah.
specifically that.
Oh, I didn't. Oh, wait, I lied. I was on D&D. Okay. I wish I could hug you and just hope everything will be okay. I can't go a day without you, without talking to you. I'm guessing this is the blue text is him, and the
Lil 3 Uzi says, "I rather spend a day with Kanye instead of him."
Obviously, the great. What the fuck, bro? Kanye got it, bro.
I don't know. I'm just gonna say Cherry. I guess I've never really called her that, but the Cherry stuff. I remember the day it happened, and I'm just gonna tell it exactly as is. I kind of left a couple details out when I was telling Ryan earlier because I didn't want to, I don't know. I thought that it would come out like I was
Lil 3 Uzi says, "My retwist lady told me to say dead face with tears of joy."
That's not right. It sounded like I was giving it a reason for why it happened the first time in my head, so I didn't tell him exactly. But basically,
Lil 3 Uzi says, "Hi, call me."
I was drunk one night. I went up to my room when I was living with my friends. I was probably, I don't really know, maybe 17 at the time. I'm really bad with time. I'm just going to say I was 19, bro, because at this point I don't care. I feel like a monster, man. Whenever I was talking to her, there had been this thing going on for a really long time where she'd message me really horny stuff, right?
What the yo?
And I would do the thing on Snapchat where you slide slowly so you can see the message without it opening and stuff. And I remember in the beginning,
Lil 3 Uzi says,
I was a
"He
little
wild
uncomfortable.
ASF."
I was more
What do you mean? You did the slide method when she was texting you horny stuff. Yo, on Snapchat?
grounded, I guess. I was just kind of like, ew. I think I told her not to do that one time or something. But this particular day,
Lil 3
I don't know.
Uzi says,
I'd seen it
"Good
for
method
the
though,
billionth
can't blame
time,
him."
and then I
So I got a question. So do you want to get sent to jail today or tomorrow? Cause what do you mean good method for real? What the fuck? Yo, bro. Oh my god, bro. Freaky ass niggas like this, bro. Okay, by the way, I'm going to do this is part
Lil
one.
3 Uzi says, "Does Snapchat slide?"
I know the method you're talking about. But okay, I'm gonna do part 1 today and then part 2 tomorrow. So I'm gonna react for this for 25 minutes, or to this timer say 25 minutes. Yeah, I'm gonna go just edit this video and then post it. But then I'm gonna do part 2 tomorrow though. I'm gonna let y'all know that.
acted on it. And I can't ever undo that, man. I had no reason to act on it. I had no reason to have her added. I had no reason
Facts. Why don't you have it added in the first place? You horny. Boy, that man horny, bro.
to say hello to her. There wasn't anything specific about her or something. It wasn't because of her age or anything, or because of how she looked or anything. It's just somebody showed me that they really wanted to do with me, and I was like, wow, somebody wants to do with me.
So basically telling me you're femaleless, man. You don't got no female in your life that wanna do stuff with you, gang. Okay, bro, you got it.
And then it happened that first time, right? And then the next day, I felt a bunch of guilt, and I was like, dude, I was really fucked up last night. Can we forget that happened? And then, God, I don't want to go into the conversational specifics, but I'm going to try to. It went something along the lines of that. And then she was like, so you didn't like it? I was like, well, I did, but it's wrong. And I was never able to put in the words why it's wrong, even though it's obvious. I'm older than her. I'm too old for her at this age. It's kind of weird. It's pretty weird. I don't know. It wasn't ever about her age, though, to me. That's just what made me feel so wrong about it in the beginning. And I couldn't say that.
NGL.
Yo, what? You would have been.
Lil 3 Uzi says, HB asterisk.
Alright, bro. Okay, bro.
I don't know why I didn't.
Back in 2019, when Cherry was only 12 years old, she came across Cyrus's channel and quickly became an enthusiastic fan. We noticed because she started creating fan art of him and sharing it on Twitter.
Nigga creating fan art of a person that she don't know, but other than the internet.
Lil 3 Uzi says,
God,
he a furry.
Bro, not even a furry, bro. She's creating fan art of him.
Twitter, which occasionally led to Cyrus noticing her and interacting with her online. At that time, Cyrus was 16 years old. In early 2020, Cyrus saw some concerning tweets from Cherry that hinted at her struggling emotionally. He reached out to her via direct message, offering a private space where she could open up and vent. Soon after, he encouraged her to switch her conversations over to Snapchat, mentioning he didn't use Twitter much for messaging. Cherry kept confiding in him through Snapchat, and as time went on, they developed a closer relationship. Eventually, Cherry began sending him inappropriate jokes, sexually charged jokes to be specific. Initially, Cyrus did express discomfort about these jokes, but he ended up saying that they were fine as long as they weren't frequent.
Okay, the first part is the W. The second part, oh, the fuck no, nigga. Yo, that's weird.
Mid-2020, when Cherry had just turned 13, the roles briefly reversed as Cyrus, now 17, confided in his own emotional struggles, vented to Cherry mentioning his recent breakup. The day after this, he crossed the line by sending her,
I want to push your hair down by your ponytail and face my down your throat. Yeah, I wish I could. I'll destroy you when you're home. Can you post a lot for me to wake up to on my? Yo, what? Hey man, keep the freak stuff away from me, man.
something inappropriate. The following day, he apologized, admitting that what he did was wrong. Cherry asked if it was because he didn't like it, but it's more important to note that Cyrus was fully aware of Cherry's age, as it was clearly stated in her Twitter bio. These details align with Cyrus's admission in the phone call that we had just watched. A lot of these Snapchat messages included fantasies of wanting to kiss this girl and essentially rape her, most likely in a kinky kind of playful way, but regardless of the fact, it's still said. And 13 and 17, while both still minors, is still just kind of weird. Cherry would make her own Google Doc and a couple excerpts from them being
okay. Hold on. Clip what I just did. Can you clip that? I can post it later. Can you clip that for me, if you don't mind?
I ended up making a private story for him where I post nudes, so in that way, if I wanted,
okay, I ended up making a private story for him where I post nudes. So in that way, if I wanted to send him nudes, but I didn't know if he wanted them, I could just post them instead, so he could check it himself if he wants
to send him nudes but didn't know if he wanted them, I could just post them on the story instead so he can check it himself if he wants to.
Bro, what made you think of that, bro?
One time he replied to my story and told me how he wanted to rape me and fill me up in all of my holes. The rape part made me a bit uncomfortable at first, but I didn't say anything about it and decided to just go along with it. He told
you decided to go along with that, bro. You're tripping, man.
Told me after quite some time of us talking that he used to find me attractive when I was 12 and how he had the selfies I had taken of myself saved on his phone from when I was 12. He also told me,
yo, bro, oh my god, this thing is getting deeper and deeper. Pause.
That he had sent one of the pictures to like some of his friends, I think, and asked them if they found me attractive. And when they did, he said it made him feel better because it made him feel like he was less weird. He also told me how he used to moan my real name while masturbating, which I...
Okay. First of all, I don't think any men do this, by the way. Hopefully, any men don't do this, by the way. It's crazy, bro.
Used to use before on socials when I was 12. I didn't take this as something weird at the time. I actually felt really happy that someone wanted me in that way and that he actually found me attractive. Although the recording lacked broader context, such as the full nature of their interactions or the exact timeline, it nonetheless had a major impact. For many viewers and former supporters, this audio served as the final tipping. Regardless of the missing details, the recording reinforced existing concerns and severely damaged his credibility, especially with other YouTubers he was friends with or cool with at the time, as the commentary community absolutely flooded this event.
Yet another YouTuber has been caught in 4K being a complete weirdo, and this situation isn't just like some random YouTuber got exposed. Bro, I knew this guy for a long time, and I would have even said that I'm friends with him actually. I mean, I wasn't like buddies with this guy, I wasn't best friends, I wasn't FaceTiming him looking like this, you know what I'm saying? You know, we weren't on that level, but I would say I was cool with him, you know, we were gonna collab actually at some point. So this information, you know, this drama, this controversy, bro, this hurts, bro. This really hits me at my core.
At that moment, any remaining goodwill towards Cyrus seemed to collapse, marking what many considered the effective end of his online presence and career. Cyrus would then wipe his YouTube channel, something that a lot of people saw as an admission of guilt, and he would be pretty quiet as Cyrus for a while. Nothing else would be said about the situation. Cyrus came back only a few months after the controversy, making his comeback on May 6, 2023. On that day, a YouTube channel called High Key a Throwaway posted a video titled Star 67 Response with Proof plus Phone Call. In this upload, Cyrus addressed several misunderstandings and pushed back against what he described as blatant falsehoods. Cyrus made a statement that led many people to doubt the
Niggas smoking the cancer stick.
credibility of the information they had heard back in January.
So there's a ton of bullshit going around that I gotta disprove. I'm have proof for literally everything that I mentioned, and I'm gonna put a call with Sherry at the end of the video where she confirms that we're 3 years apart. She was not 12. We were not having and that the women posting all these lies online were just using her as the cover for everything when she doesn't even want to be involved. First off, Milk Celine, Jesse.
Okay, first off, for all of them to say she was 12, they have proof right now.
Or Whore, who's an 18-year-old OnlyFans model, is the one who really helped kick off all this shit with her Discord server filled with a bunch of baseless bullshit. She kicked off the rumor that I had eaten with a 12-year-old. I'm just gonna flat out say that's not true. She then tried to change the age to 13 recently. That's also not true. A friend
That definitely might be true.
of mine who wanted to form a genuine, unbiased opinion based on what actually went down asked for proof of me ever talking to a 12-year-old. In response, Whore wastes this nigga's time for hours, then says mother sucker when she came back. And then the next morning, she hits this nigga up saying that he was in her dream. She just changed the subject. She's constantly threatening to pull out all this proof that doesn't even exist, when all she has is flirty screenshots. She literally accidentally confirmed herself that Sherry is 3 years younger than me, while scrambling to find proof that does not exist.
Many of the rumors Cyrus claimed to debunk actually surfaced well after the original incident. Considering how much information had emerged accusing him, one might expect this video to focus heavily on refuting points discussed earlier. However, for the most part, he mainly offered apologies to the girls involved and addressed a handful of false claims, rather than thoroughly challenging all the allegations.
I got a text from my nigga iGrowCap saying that Sherry had messaged him on Instagram. When I saw that shit, I was beyond confused because honestly, I thought Sherry was a part of all the shit that had been going around. But it turns out all these girls have just been speaking on her behalf this entire time, putting words in her mouth, manipulating scenarios, because all these people do is lie. After my nigga Cap got this DM, he got me into a group call with Sherry, and she said everything that she felt like she needed to say. I feel like this is really the best thing that I can show y'all because screenshots are just not ever going to be enough, and I can completely understand that. You don't ever get the full context. Shit is always cropped. In the end, this situation is really a prime example of that shit. You niggas were lied to for months and made to believe that I'm really going after 12-year-olds. This shit is ridiculous. I'm about to let these clips play, and then the video is going to end and shit, but I just want to say thank you to the niggas who heard me out from the beginning and understood that there was more to the story than what was led on. And to the niggas who dropped disses and shit and switched up on me, I can't even really be mad at you niggas. Because the way that everything came out, you literally were left with no other choice than to believe everything that you were shown. Me disappearing after really did not help either. I just felt like I was genuinely obligated to take time off of the internet after I cut off literally every girl that I was talking to and decided to announce everything publicly. But I've done literally everything that I said I would in January. I've been off the internet, I've been living my real life, going to therapy, and I'm just fucking doing shit now, seriously. But I'm gonna let these clips play, bro. Hopefully you guys have heard me out and shit. Thank you for watching this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. She's kind of weird. They do.
Like, dude, they have everybody thinking that, like, I, like, had ethos with a 12-year-old or something.
But no, that's not really what happened, you know.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about what actually happened. They don't give no fuck. I don't know.
They just want to make you look bad.
But they have every right to be pissed off about the fact that, you know, I didn't link up with them, I didn't date.
So basically this nigga lied. Well, I mean, basically they lied, my bad. Basically they lied. Understandable. Bro, this is still crazy. This is still a crazy situation, bro.
Them, I didn't want to pursue anything with them because I did waste their time. I get being mad about that shit. But to be so mad that you can lie about me talking to a 12-year-old girl is actually fucking insane. Every day they make more and more lies, and it's been months. They're still not satisfied, so they keep adding more fuel to the fire because they know that I don't have a platform to call out all their lies. Nothing's changed since my initial response. I talked to a lot of women. One of them was 3 years younger than me. And if you think that's lame as fuck and you don't fuck with me or my music or my content, then I can respect your decision. But I'm done with all that internet flirting shit, and I want to clarify that just basically everything that you've been told was a complete fucking lie from the jump. I can't tell you why they lied. I can't tell you why they're still making up shit. But hey, I'll give you $1 million if you can find a photo of me at prom with anybody.
According to Cyrus, Cherry had fabricated everything and had been pressured into lying about the nature of their relationship. He presented a Discord call where Cherry appeared to admit she hadn't actually been 12 at the time. To many viewers, this seemed like a damning piece of evidence for a couple reasons. Not only did the primary accuser, who had provided the most substantial evidence, allegedly confess to lying, but if Cyrus's claims were true, it would mean his reputation and career had been destroyed by false allegations. Because
this crazy false allegation, that's insane stuff.
As some people began to believe the entire story was made up and that Cyrus had been wrongfully canceled. And with his Spotify booming as Star 67 at the time, a lot of people started to support him again. At that point, it looked as if Cyrus had successfully cleared his name and regained much of his fan base. However, that wasn't the full truth. In reality, the only falsehood Sherry admitted to was her statement claiming the entire situation was fabricated. The other allegations still stood, and I'll tell you why. On May 1st, 2023, just 5 days before Cyrus uploaded his comeback video, a Discord group chat was created that included Sherry, Jess, and a woman named Danya. Allegedly, Jess was an old acquaintance of Cyrus who had found out about his involvement with Sherry back in May 2022. She confronted him about it, which resulted in Cyrus blocking her. That was essentially the extent of their direct contact until Jess later resurfaced by posting an audio recording in which Cyrus appeared to admit to communicating with someone too young for him. This version of Jess's role is noticeably different from Cyrus's portrayal. There's no indication she instructed anyone to lie. Rather, she was simply someone who released evidence on Twitter. This Discord group chat was initially set up to compile and preserve Cherry's past conversations with Cyrus, with the goal of uploading these screenshots to a public Google Drive for open access. By May 2nd, 2023, the purpose of the group shifted slightly. The members began coordinating a plan for Sherry to message Cyrus on Instagram, pretending to forgive him in order to gather more information from him.
Alright, bro, this whole video was pretty much crazy, bro. But make sure you hit the sub button, man. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you comment. Hey, nigga, one like for part 2, man.